capabilities. You have video analytics and intrusion detection, that is both motion and thermal detection at the port itself. Active incident alarm monitoring, that would be alarms that could be set through CAD and RMS information. When a call comes in about a critical incident, you could set an alert off on the map and allow first responders to be aware of the total operational picture. Crime view data sharing down below is a heat mapping of crime around the port. And then the video cameras you see in the lower right really talk about ingress and egress. In case a major incident happens to the port, we have to really facilitate both first responders coming in to assist and also community members, their ability to leave an area that is in danger.
So you asked me what it would take to shut it down. That was the question that answered this week. What it would take to take down the shot spotters, the neighborhoods, the non-human activity. Yeah.
Good evening, President Kearney and members of the City Council. I'm Darren White, the Chief of Special Operations with the Oakland Fire Department. I want to speak to the operational benefits of the Domain Awareness Center as it relates to first responders and safety of the community and first responders in general. But I want to start with the example that you see on the screen up here. A few years ago, I had the opportunity to serve as incident commander of an overturned tanker on Highway 880. We had a substantial incident early AM hours that impeded first responders' ability to get timely information about what was taking place, impeded the first responders' timely access to the location. The value of the Domain Awareness Center in general provides first responders and other entities with common operating picture right out the gate. If we're fortunate enough to actually use the system to integrate with Caltrans and other transit agencies, we have the ability to understand early on what's taking place even before first responders leave the station. The ability to interface with the Domain Awareness Center and our mobile data terminals will give us that situational awareness that we currently lack. The ability to summon resources almost immediately is imperative, depending on whether you have a transportation accident, a natural disaster, or a man-made incident. And the Domain Awareness Center will ensure us with that capability that we currently lack. One of the things that we dealt with early on in this particular incident that I'm referring to earlier about the overturned tanker was identifying what the circumstances were, what was danger to the environment, what protective actions were needed early on, and what challenges we had with access to the incident. As I stated, rolling out as the incident commander, I was met with substantial traffic that impeded my ability to actually get on the scene, make a great size up, communicate back to fire dispatch what the situation was, notify the other agencies and stakeholders as to what we were confronted with. There was a substantial delay, and as a result, protective actions were also delayed, which had an impact on the environment at the time as well, because the spill was now leading into the waterways in addition to coming across the highway. So, in the event it's a overturned tanker with a chemical or other unknown product, now we have the ability to, with the Domain Awareness Center, try to identify what we have early on for protective actions and for safety of the first responders who are actually responding to that incident. That information can be shared with CHP, it can be shared with law enforcement and other agencies who might be impacted by a situation such as the one that you see up on the screen here. The ability to share that information and implement protective and operational actions, it goes without saying that it's imperative that if we want to maintain our own personnel safety and the safety of the community, that we have early information and early situational awareness. And that's what the Domain Awareness Center will provide first responders.
Second one, clarifying question. Deputy Chief.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Chief. I got these names right. Thank you for your presentation. When you talk about the situational awareness, are you able, with the capabilities that are already deployed in phase 1, to get that level once activated? In the scenario that you just described, would that already be contemplated without moving on phase 2 with the components that are already contemplated and built out in phase 1 of that?
I believe the phase 1 components were in this phase. I don't think they succinctly do what we need to do as first responders to be able to respond to a variety of incidents throughout the city. No.
Okay. Well, when you have a follow-up after you take a look at the components, I'd like to have that. Thank you.
slide, we just want to talk real brief and quick about what have been really accomplished in phase one. Video wall protection system integration. Now we have the fiber optic connectivity between the city and Port. We have been relying on the east circuits. Now we have a dedicated secure connection where we can do information sharing between the city and Port. Of course, we have the new technology platform called Physical Security Information Management System. Operational capabilities, we talked before, we have the Port of Oakland security cameras. Those are the 137 intrusion detection system, shot spotter, traffic cameras across typically 40, and of course we have the City of Oakland GIS, Geographic Information System, as the baseline. We also have part of phase one accomplishment is the video conferencing capability, which is linking the state and the regional emergency operation centers. The council asked us how did we provide the list of cameras. So the list of cameras are included in the staff report. This is just the same list. 14 are already live now. The other remaining 15 are not live. They're going to be live end of this year. These are the 29 city traffic cameras. 15 of them are funded by the ICN Integrated Corridor Mobility IT project. The next one is just showing the map of those cameras.